All right, you live.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Back at you with another live Shabbat lesson. Before we go any further, we're gonna give infinite honors and glories to Yahweh. Double honors to the prophet, great millstone, who rule well, teach well, and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time, man. All right, and it's crunch time, Akim. We're getting down to the last milliseconds of times, man, according to prophecy. All right, but with those things being said, what manner of conversation should we be in? All right. And all holy things, man. All right, because redeeming the times, knowing that these days that we're coming into are very evil, man. All right. So with knowing that, knowing the days are evil, how do we prepare ourselves? How do we get towards the solution, man? How do we shield ourselves with this truth, man? All right. Spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shah.
Towards the solution, man. How do we?
And equipping ourselves with this word and this truth, all right, that breastplate of righteousness, that helmet of salvation, we will have strength to endure these times because they're evil, man. All right, according to prophecy. You got it up.
All right, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 13. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doth make manifest is light.
That's right, man. The light, which is the truth, man. This book, this great book, this thing of ours, our culture, our heritage, man. This is the truth. Contrary to what the society believes or society thinks of, we know that we can always go back to the spirit and power you have by Shem Shai in this great book and find answers to anything under the sun, man. Most High said you have an unction. Somebody can get that. You have an unction to know all things, man. All right. So with that being said, if you go and you're going to take a test and someone says, all right, well, you got this amount of time to take this test. You got this amount of time to prepare for it. All right. You're going to be graded and evaluated by such and such. And then during that period of time that you have to study for it, what are you doing? Repetition, rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Redeeming the times, knowing that the days are evil. You got it. I keep going.
Yeah, just to add real quick, it tell you in Hebrews 4 and 12 that the word is a discerner of your thoughts. And this word, since it's the light, that's what makes everything manifest, what you're really thinking, what your real treasure is, where your heart really is, what you really invested in. It's verse 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and a Mashiach shall give thee light.
That's right. If you're sleeping, you need to awake right now. And even if you're not going to be awake, the Most High is going to wake you through these prophecies. He's going to open your eyes up to it. So at the end, when judgment day comes, you're going to know that all the things that you went through was according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not according to your own will, man. Those outside factors, like we were talking about this on my camp Saturday. You got the source, which is the truth, which is that light that the brother spoke about. And then you got the men of the Lord that are clinging to that with all their might and with all their heart. And then you got those outside factors around you that try to draw you away from it. You might have your job, you might have ease, you might have the love of money, you might have the love of the world, all right, the love of your family, a family man, your children. All those things are outside factors that try to draw you away from that initial source, man. All right. And if you coming in closer and closer and call yourself a man of the Lord and you're coming towards the truth, that light is going to filter out all those impurities out of you, man. All right. And make everything that you thought was true is going to make it manifest according to the word. You got it out.
I got one to go. What you just said, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. This is what you just said. This 1 Corinthians 4, and I'm gonna start at 4. It says, "For the point is in 5." All right, it says, "For I am nothing but myself, yet I am not hereby justified, but by the judge." My bad. Let me read that again. 1 Corinthians 4 and 4. "For I am nothing but myself, yet I am not hereby justified. But he that judgeth me is the Lord. Therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of the darkness, all right, and will make manifest the counsel of the hearts, and then shall every man have praise of the Most High.
That's right. Because ultimately, the matters that we judge, all right, on this side, we're being governed by who? Our Redeemer, Yahweh Shah, man. It said, "For I know nothing by myself." So when people have their own preconceived notions about things that they know or things that they might know, we tell them what? We're not coming on our own accord. We're speaking on behalf of the great book. All right. We're speaking on this truth, this word, this spirit, man. All right. We're not coming on our own accord. We're inspired by this holy truth. And it said at that letter end, and will make manifest the counsels of the heart. Because ultimately, if you have something that's in your mind or plaguing you, or your hidden intentions or a hidden agenda, the Most High is going to make that manifest through this truth. When you come around sharp people, that person that has something that's not according to that sharpness is going to be filtered out and weaned out, man. And it's easily going to be filtered out, man, and brought to the light. Like the brother say, nip it in the bud, man, before it goes to and becomes a greater tumor, man. You got to nip that in the bud and cut that head off, man. But we're not cutting it off according to our own minds. We're cutting it off according to the truth and the word. You got some more?
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
You can go back to it. I'm a what?
This is verse 15, back in Ephesians 5. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
That's right. Circumspectly, because the Most High calls us watchmen. So when you're on a high tower, you got a good vantage point. You see everything, all the danger that's going on around you. You foresee it. Because the scriptures tell you, I believe, it might be in Proverbs, it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil." A prudent man, meaning a man that's taking heed and taking account of the things that's going on. What's going on in America right now? We're on the brink of that third woe. All right, wars, famines, pestilence, earthquakes, rumors of war in diverse places, man. We're in a true time like we've never seen before. We're seeing it in the media, man. And if you don't want to get into this groove of being a watchman, reporting on things, you still tune in to KATC WAFB, man. All right, that's not real news, man. That's not according to prophecy, man. All right, we're reporting on things that are according to prophecy. Every time a brother brings out an article, a news article that's edifying, he'll post a scripture along with it, man, saying what it's according to. All right, and it all leads back to this great book. You got it, bro.
Verse 16, "Redeeming the time, because the days are evil."
Right, you can get that word redeeming, Baba Kushar. It says redeeming. All right, we're taking account of the times, knowing that, okay, all right, well, scriptures say no man knows the times, but we know that we're in season for these things. We know that according to prophecy, America is ripe for destruction. America is ripe for nuclear missiles, race wars, pestilence, UN troop invasions, and so much more, man. We know that these things are on a brink of coming to fruition, and all we have left to do is what? Cling to these prophecies, man. Cling to this word and redeem the times. Walking circumspectly, man. Not like as a fool, because a fool will take things for minimal consideration. He'll say, "Well, I see what you're saying. That sounds real good. You're right about that. But man, those outside factors is taking them and drawing them away from that light, man. He has what's that battery pack consist of? Eve, that job, the love of money, the love of self, the love of the world, man. All those things draw you away from that truth. And the Lord has drawn 2/3 of Israel away from it, man. But he saved the remnant. And Lord willing, that's the brothers you see on this camera in this line tonight, and many more, man. You got it, Oxalaki.
John, this is the word redeem.
You have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, bring it out. I'm a what?
All right, this is the word redeem in Ephesians 5 and 16. It's Strong's G 1805, which is exorazo, which is a compound word. Agorazo is like a marketplace, and ex means from. So it means to redeem by payment of a price, to recover from the power of another, to ransom, to buy off.
To redeem by payment of a price. And we know who paid that price. Who in the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ Yahushua, man. He paid that in blood, man. Jake don't know nothing about blood, but steady want to speak about blood contracts, getting things back in blood. But Yahushua was the ultimate sacrifice in blood, man. A righteous sacrifice, man. Who was set up from the beginning to be that ultimate sacrifice, man. And you people can't see that, man. You so-called Christians are caught up in the theory that this blonde-haired, blue-eyed savior is gonna save you, man. And our people are still caught up in that madness to this day, man. But a so-called Edomite wouldn't perish for a so-called nation, for Israel, for a nation that will come back into power and will still have hundreds of years of slavery yet to come. All right, Yahushua saw that vision and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna lay down my life for things that are to come." And that's the same mindset we should be in, man. We don't see things for tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, man. We think about the greater good, and the greater good is the nation of Israel, because all Israelites will be saved in the kingdom of heaven, man. But in this time, in this world, all right, Esau's world, only a remnant is going to make it out of America. You got it out.
Yeah.
You wanted to get the Job?
You got bring out that Job, and then you can bring out yours, right? You select it, bro.
You want the Job first?
Well,
Sure.
yours was it was on the same thing. You can bring it out. It don't matter which one.
Oh, kind. This is Romans chapter 13. I'll start at verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right. And that knowing the time, and how do we know the time? By redeeming these days, by being circumspect, by walking as wise, by taking our shield. How do we if somebody we abide in the shadow of the Almighty? And what's the shadow of the Almighty, man? It's true. Because the only thing that's going to be left and standing at the end in these end times, man, is the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When all these things dissolve around us, when this American society dissolves, when the stock market dissolves, when all these so-called religions dissolve, when this military is dissolved, when this educational system is dissolved, this political system is dissolved, what's the thing that's going to speak and not lie? The words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the only thing that's going to be left. Isaiah 34:16 says, "None shall want to make," because at the end of the day, you can't compare this truth to all these other books, the Quran, the Book of the Dead, all right, Mormons, all these other theologies. When they stand up against the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, this truth, that King James Bible 16:11, everything is made naught according to prophecy, and we can prove that. You got it, out.
This is verse 12. Then I'm going to jump to verse 14. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
That's right. You gotta cast off those works of darkness. And how do you do that? Because Jacob be like, man, I'm a fast and I'm a do this and that, but you doing it in vain for vain things. You gotta fast in the name of the Lord. We have a solution to everything. When it comes to the words, when it comes to the breakdown, when it comes to the secular history, it all goes back to this. We can't take any other book out here and compare it with the Holy Bible, man. So everybody out here is going to see the men of the Lord get delivered out of America and from the four corners, all right, with your own eyes, man. Yahushua is going to make that manifest. You got more?
Yeah, just one more verse. This is verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Right. It says, make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. You making excuses in the flesh for why you got to do this and why you got to do that. But brother gonna ask you that golden question after every argument you come with that's according to the world. Well, where can we find that in the scriptures? You said you want to have a balance, but you bringing in outside factors. But where it say that in the scriptures? The scriptures don't tell you to serve Eve. The scriptures don't tell you to serve Eve, to serve your job, to serve the world. It tells you the exact opposite. So when you're dealing with sharp people in this truth, you're gonna get constantly weaned out and weeded out, man, filtered out according to this knowledge. You got it out.
I got that Job.
Okay, you can bring it out. You could have brother grab me Isaiah 47 and 4. Well, from the top, and you can read to 4.
I got you.
This is Job 19:25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth.
That's right. And that Redeemer is Yahweh Shai, man. And Job was back here today in that reincarnation, man, because the same afflictions that Job was going through, the men of the Lord, we mirroring that, man. Having everything taken away from us. All right. But to receive it on the righteous side, going through fiery trials, fiery tribulations for the word's sake, man. So if you got a Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's put together an arsenal of righteous men, and we're not gonna bow to the needs of we're not gonna go for what the society has to say, no matter what it is, man. No compromising.
Hey,
At the
y'all
end
know
of
that
the
one
day,
that y'all
like,
know that one in the Apocrypha talks about the bit in the mouth, like it's like a bit you put in a horse's mouth.
It's 10-3. I mean, no, to hold it back.
is an apocrypha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Apocrypha. I was looking at something that he brought up earlier, well, a couple of minutes ago. That one came in my mind.
It's James, bro.
James 3:3 something.
James 3.
Yeah. I knew it was the number 3. I thought it was in fucking Sirach 10-3. I don't know it was number 3 though. It's James.
That's the one you was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get that one for you.
Yeah, you got it out.
You know,
bring it.
this is James 3:3. It says, "My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater damnation. For in many things we for many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same as a perfect man, and is able to be brided, and able also to bridle the whole body."
Right.
Huh?
Right, Doc. Because you gotta take control of yourself. You gotta know back to redeeming those times, man. It says, "For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in the word, the same as a perfect man, able also to bridle the whole body." So it's a certain standard you gotta live up into this truth in order for you to control yourself. I think it's in Proverbs. It's like if a man that can't not rule it over his own soul is like a city without walls, man. Because when you can't have control over your own soul, man, you have no defense. This truth is your defense to anything, any wiles or anything like that in the world. So when you don't take on and put on that armor and put on that defense, you subject to what? The wiles of the world that'll seep in and creep in and have you going about another way, man. You got it out. You want to say something?
Right, and it says 3, "Behold, we put the bits in the horse's mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body." All right, and it says, "Behold, also the ships which though they be so great, are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whatsoever the governor listed." And I also brought that out too because you know Jake don't know how to control himself. Jake let other people control him. You know, Jake let the people put the horse. You know how they put the apple in the animal's mouth, or they put the bit in the horse's mouth, and these other people are controlling your actions. They are controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, man. It's the wrong way to move in this time, man. You've been controlled by other elements outside of the word of Yahweh Shai, man. It's no thinking going on. You know, that's a very bad problem, man.
And in the
No?
Apocrypha,
Go ahead.
and it says in the Apocrypha to give not that. Well, I actually got it. This is a Sirach 33:19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another.
Bring that out again, huh?
This is Sirach 33 and 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee and thou entreat for the same again.
Heavy. That's gun smoke right there, man.
Let me get verse 20. Verse 20, as long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any.
Gun smoke.
Right, because you gotta think about it. Like, you can't make excuses for people that's around you, man. Everybody has a family. Everybody has kids, outside factors that go on around them, man. Job, you may have substance, assets, things like that. Money in your bank account, man. All right. Well, we're not letting those things influence us when it comes to the word, man. Jake will have a battery pack with Eve in it, his little cousin, his uncle, and those things will just be spinning around in Jake's head, controlling Jake, man, influencing his decisions, influences his responses, his posts, his actions, the way he moves, the way he talks and deals with brothers, man. And you see the spirit all over him. Like, oh, that brother got Eve all over him, man. You could tell he got that spirit on him. He got that spirit of somebody uncle all over him, man. Just going that old bottle, man. You got it, Dr. Slot.
I just wanted to read this on the definition of redeem. There's another definition that says to buy up for oneself, for one's use. So not for anybody else, man. Redeeming the time means to buy up for oneself. It says to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good, so that zeal and well-doing are as it were the purchase money by which we make the time our own.
Now, how do you do that, man? You can't come. The scriptures tell you, he that eateth, roughly paraphrasing, he that eateth off another man's table, that's no life at all, man. All right, could a brother give me on Matthew 25 from the top? Because you got certain men that the Most High set up out here that's doing a certain program, doing videos in the highways, edifying brothers, teaching classes, conference calls, fasting, praying, calling out to the Lord. And on the other side, you got what? You got the wicked caught up in the world, caught up with the wiles, Satan's devices, man. And they're going clash for clash, man. But at the end of the day, we're in Esau society, so we know who's seeming like they're getting the victory right now, but we know who's ultimately going to get the victory. And if you're willing to stand 10 toes down and hold your integrity for that, that's up to the Lord, man. All right. We're just telling you, if I'm delivering your mail and I go to your address and I say, hey, this is an eviction notice. They gave you 5 days to leave. All right. And within that 5 days, you don't get out, you don't respond to it, and you get evicted and leave. Who are you gonna blame? The people that's evicting you, all right, or the people that sent out the message, gave you the message, man? This is how about Shimeon Shai's program at the end of the day, not ours. You got it out.
I got that one I was looking for. One of the ones I was looking for too. This is Psalms 32, 8 and 9. It says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eyes. This is the point. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held. Huh?
So like, yeah, we've seen the mindsets of horses and mules because they have a one-track mind. No mind at all, even sometimes. That's a beast you're dealing with. So beasts only have a certain amount of senses where humans don't. And we know Israel is likened to beasts with no understanding. But the brother just brought out, it says, be ye not as the horse, as a mule, which have no understanding. Keep going out. You got it.
Whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee.
Right, and that's our people, man. No filter, saying anything.
That's sometimes I want to. My bad for cutting you off.
You got it out.
Sometimes that's Jake in the truth too, man. That's sometimes that be brothers in the truth, man. I just want to put that in there. I ain't want to really go.
Yeah, man. Jake, you bringing out a point. Jake want to cut you off, or Jake feel like every time you bring out a point, he got to say, well, I could take it even farther. You ain't got to put it like that, brother. We team. We working as a team, man. You don't have to undermine me. I'm doing the same program. Yahushua got me programmed just like he got you programmed, man. So why can't we be on the one accord? You see niggas do that in the world, tit for tat. Oh, you want to take it here? I'm gonna take it over you. Too many times, man. You got it out. Salaki.
Oh man, you only I got one because I'm trying to look for this other one I'm thinking about.
You had some more on that Ephesians out. You got that Matthew 25.
I'm holding that.
All right, bring it out.
This Matthew 25:1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom."
Right, and that bridegroom is Yahushua. Those virgins that were wise can be likened unto the elect because we doing certain things that are wise in these times. Keeping our high holy days. All right, fasting, praying, calling out in the name of the Lord, doing the works, man. Even unto death, even if that means being a martyr. Because that's all in the back of our minds. So you got to stand on something. Everybody is standing on something or falling by the wayside right now. You got Proud Boys standing on something. You got the government. They damn sure for sure standing on something, Jake. And it's clear as day what they standing on. Plugging you Jakes up, and you Jakes are going for it. This educational system, they standing on something. This religious system, they're standing on something, man. But they're gonna fall for anything. But the men of the Lord, we have that most solid ground. That's why we're gonna trim our lamps with that oil, with this wisdom. You can keep going, all right?
I could bring something out, or you want me to finish that?
You can bring it out. You got it.
This Proverbs 8:34. "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, watching at the posts of my doors."
Right. What you want to? You can bring it all out.
Hey, just to go just saying, just on their watch, handling their business, man. Like you said, like you had mentioned, that's what I had bought it out for.
Mm-hmm. Bring it out one more time, out, Baba Kusha.
Proverbs 8:34 says, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, watching at the posts of my doors." I forgot you just had mentioned something about I kind of forget, slipped my mind. That's what made me bring it up.
Right. We watch it daily at the gates. Brother steady pulling that script down and buffering for new news, man, in our local areas. You got brothers across the four corners, and speaking amongst us specifically, you got brothers in different parts of the state that's reporting their news from their certain areas, and it's all going back to the same things, man. That America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, that 2/3 of Israel are going to be destroyed, that Esau is coming out of power, all right? And that the elect is going to be beamed up out of here, and we're going to descend down and give you heathens that rulership, man, that judgment, that law. You got some more?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. You still holding that Ephesians 5, Amawad?
I still got that Matthew 25 for you, too.
Keep going in there, Kaya.
Right, Con. It was something you mentioned. That's why I got that precept. But Salakia, brother, it was something you had mentioned, Salakia. It's Matthew 25:2. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish.
All right, so the Lord is a separatist. He broke them up. He said you got 5 that's wise, you got 5 that's foolish. So he broke them up into brackets and said the 5 that are wise are going to do this. The 5 that are foolish are going to do this. And it's going to come to a conclusion that this is going to happen. You got it out. You want to say something?
No.
All right.
It says they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Right. So the 5 that were foolish, they took their lamps, they went out, all right, but they didn't have, maybe it wasn't a proper understanding. They didn't have the proper grounding. They wouldn't plan it right. And the Lord says He knew us from the beginning before He formed us. Before He formed us in our mother's belly, He knew us, man. So He knew who were going to be wise from the beginning and foolish from the beginning. but it's all a program in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. If Esau could run these plays, do these so-called theaters, dramas, and have you Jakes all at the edge of your seats in the man, the Most High created Esau. He created Jacob, man. He's the ultimate producer. The ultimate cut. Wait, do that again. But the Most High is perfect in his ways, so everything is gonna run in decency and order all the way through, man. You just gotta play it out, and Lord willing, you're of that number, man. That's what we say. That's what we say. The book of James 4, I believe it says, Lord will. We say that before everything, man, because we don't know tomorrow. We don't know we know what the Lord's plan is, but we don't want to fall into the wrath. That's why we keep doing this works and keep redeeming the times and trimming our lamps. You got it out.
It says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
Right. We ate this whole roll pertaining to Ezekiel. We went and spoke out across the four corners to the house of Israel. We're fulfilling that I think it's in Ecclesiastes, the whole duty of man. Fear the Lord and keep the commandments to the best of our ability, man. No, we're not perfect in the society. We're slaves, man. And if you can't realize you're a slave, just keep on going the other way, man. Jake is talking about what happened in West Africa. That didn't have nothing to do with him, man. The transatlantic slave trade, that didn't have nothing to do with him. That was, hey, man, I'm talking, let's deal with now today. Jake talking about let's deal with now today. Well, before we deal with here, we gotta go all the way back, man, because we're the elect are bearing those afflictions from our forefathers, and we still hold that pain from ancient times. So why shouldn't you, Jake? That's why our people gotta go, man. They're gonna get destroyed on this side. You got it out.
It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
That's right. And the bridegroom is Yahushua. And some men count slackness, like the scriptures say. Some men is counting slackness out here. Well, we done made it to 2010, 2000. What happened in 2000? In the year 2000, I thought it was supposed to go up then. What happened in 2010, man? 9/11, Hurricane Katrina. Y'all just talking, man. Y'all blowing smoke. Men are counting that slackness, man. But it said while that bridegroom tarried and slept, they all slumber, man. They all were out here getting caught up in the wiser world, trying to build up that business, taking out them PPP loans, man, that you Jake is getting flagged for. All right, taking out these, trying to start up a business in America. What happened to Black Wall Street, man? Every time you Jakes try to build something up in this place, Esau tears it down, man. And you got caught up in that, but while you did that, guess what the elect did? You got it out.
It says,
Somebody still got that Sirach 5 and 7?
yeah, I was holding that too, but
all right,
I had you got it.
Keep going in that out. You good?
Which one, the Matthew or the
Matthew.
5 and 7?
Matthew.
All right. This I think one of them brothers said that a precept.
Oh,
Yeah,
Salak.
I just got it's just one verse to go with that, Matthew 25.
You got it, bro.
This is Proverbs 21 and 20. There is a treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up.
You want to speak on it?
Hey, going back to that parable of the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish, as it says back in Proverbs 21 verse 20, there is a treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, and this ultimate treasure and oil is this truth. Just being able to be of that hopeful small number that has been able to be gifted to understand these words and be able to preach them. That's why we're diligently standing on our watch, being those 5 wise virgins, waiting for the bridegroom, not tarrying, but hastening the day, not being that foolish servant that when he saw that his master was not coming in the time that he expected, started to abuse the other servants and be a drunkard and just an asshole. And then that the master came the day when he understood not, and he got the business. He was beat with many stripes. That's going into those 5 foolish virgins, as it says. But a foolish man spendeth it up, taking this time of liberty and taking this truth for a joke. As the brother Wa'adi was saying, You think because things are tearing, Hurricane Katrina, 2000, September 11th, oh, we're just blowing smoke. Nothing's going to happen. Everything's going to be just like it's always been. Our grandparents were even talking about the incoming and where are they at? They're still here eating pork and smoking cigarettes. Well, hey, that's you being that foolish virgin, not watching for the bridegroom, spending that oil up, being wasteful with it. But hey, when the master comes, when the bridegroom comes, as it's going to go into that Matthew 25, you're going to get locked out. And when you get locked out on the other end, the only thing for you is that fire by those 200 million nuclear tipped ICBMs.
That's right. Hey, if I could back you up too, because we seen it many a time, bro. Jake comes around us. He not used to properly communicating with men of the Lord. That is, he's not used to being taught the right way how to deal with women, being taught the right way how to be on your job, being wise, being circumspect. And Jake sees that, and Jake spins it all up, man. What happened to all the advice we gave you, Jake? What happened to all the breakdowns, the proper understanding of things, the way you should be as a man, and how to stand for something, and not just falling for all the wiles of this devil? And you spin it all up, man. Years and years pass, and what is it to avail you, Jake? What knowledge have you stored up? Who have you brought in? Who have you taught? Have you remained diligent? Are you gonna fall by the wayside and spin this all up? And that's what's gonna happen in that Matthew 25. What Jake is gonna do, all right?
I got your quick precept.
All right.
This Rock 20 and 30. Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in them both?
Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What do you profit? Because if you just stand on your high horse, not even your high horse, Jake, if you stand and don't use your wisdom, don't use your gift, the scriptures tell you, neglect not the gift that is in thee, man. You steady neglecting that gift that the Lord has properly presented you with, which is this truth. Guess what's going to happen to you, man? The Lord is going to replace you, and a high chance he'll replace you as somebody that's similar to you in spirit, maybe. We've seen it many times, more sharper than you and with more fire than you, man, to make an example out of you, man, because the Lord is the ultimate example. You think when Pops came home after a long day and Mama just gave him the half of the story and he put them paws on you, man, put that belt across your back without even knowing what really was on, you thought that was something, man? But the Most High, Yahweh Shir and Shai, he makes an example out of people that come in his truth and lollygag with it, man, and play around and be on the fence, man. You get exposed, you get sought out, and sometimes, man, the Most High put you on ice, man. Takes you out of there, literally, bro. You got it out.
It says better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hide his wisdom.
Right, because if you got something going on that's plaguing you, you can pray, you can fast, you can repent for it, man. All right, and what's the last part out? Then hideth his wisdom.
Yeah, better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom.
Right, because if you hiding your wisdom, you good for nothing. Like they used to say in basketball, oh man, that dude is big for nothing, man. He about 6-7 feet tall, and you got somebody 5'3" coming swatting the ball from him, taking it up down court, putting it between his legs, coming behind their back. I'm like, what are you 6'7", 6'8" for, man? You coming to this truth. The scriptures tell you that a city that is upon a hill cannot be hid, man. If you come into this truth and expect to just be hiding behind brothers, the Lord is going to expose you, man. You can't do that. This not the place to do that, Jake. Go do that in the world. Go do that at UPS, Jake. Go do that at State Farm. Go hide behind your insurance agent at Jake, man. Don't do that in this truth, man, because the Most High is gonna make an example out of you. The Most High says, if ye are lukewarm, I will spew thee out of my mouth. What's the mouth? What's the mouth of the Lord, man? The prophets. He's gonna spew you from amongst the body. Literally make an example out of you, put you on the wall for brothers to be like, damn, look at this dirty drawers. And then he gonna throw you out, man. You got it out.
It says at midnight, back in Matthew 25 and 6, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
Right, and that's that thief, because that cry is gonna be a cry made, right? because this day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night, man, and it's going to catch you people off guard. And all those that were sleeping and slumbering and just Johnny come late, and you could build up your pension plan or your 401k on a job, just storing up your riches where moth and dust corrupt and where thieves could come through and steal, man. All those things are going to be made to naught. One more time, Mark, Salaki.
says, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out and meet him.
Right, and we see the presence. You know how when you when like Akim, like when somebody go into a room and they open the door and you be like, man, well, see somebody presence, like you might smell their cologne, you might, you know what I'm saying, get their little aura when they come into the room. That's how Yahushua is coming, man. You're feeling that presence by what? These prophecies, this pestilence, these wars, this news, this media. And then you know before he comes and reveals himself and cracks those clouds, he's bringing you that aura. This is how I'm gonna come. This is the manner I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come in the manner of this all hell is breaking loose on this place. That's the mindset I'm coming in, because remember, Yahushua's eyes are gonna be red as a flame of fire when he comes back on that fathership, man. Coming to get busy and trying the wine press alone, man, according to the book of Isaiah. But you got it out.
It says, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And
right. All those virgins arose. Everybody rising, but not everybody getting delivered, man. Only those holy and faithful ones that have been taking heed to these things, redeeming the time, are going to be delivered out of here, man. Not those slothful. The scriptures tell you be fervent in spirit, not slothful in business, man. You ready to pick up and just be like the Energizer Bunny for Esau, but when it comes to this truth, you burnt out. You slouching in your seat. If Jake call you, hey, Shalom, Mike, y'all, where you at? Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm getting busy, bro. You know, let me hit you back. Let me hit you back. You ready to do your business for Esau, but when it comes to Shalom, Mike, you want to get on the video? Hey, man, I'm tired. I just woke up, bro. Jake fake yawning and shit. Come on, bro. Don't do that, Jake.
Yeah. Or Keisha called the phone. Shit, Jake wide awoke.
Oh yeah.
Jake jumping that motherfucking maximum, going 90 going south, putting that bitch on 2 wheels on the freeway. Serious shit. Jaden got a speeding ticket trying to get to Keisha.
Not even worried about paying it. Not even worried about having to pay it.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, man. And then, though, like the brother said, you keeping that same mentality, and that day you're gonna be searching for all, man, searching for this truth, because you done spent it up, man. The brother brought up, a foolish man spent it up. When you spent up all your oil, man, the little bit that you may have had, don't come looking for the men of the Lord oil, man.
I'm gonna say something too.
Like
just like Apostle Tahar and the apostle said, and the different apostles were speaking a long time ago about the old school. You see a carbon copy of back then happening today, because there are certain guys that have came about where when teachings was going on, when order was being set on how to govern yourself in this truth. Jake was off in the line at Taco Bell getting a cheesy Doritos Crunch. Jake was showering with Old Spice in the shower while these different teachings were going on. You know what I'm saying? We laugh because it's true, man. All right, it's true. These things were going on, the different heavy breakdowns and teachings. Jake was somewhere on cloud 9. But when they come to this time, when they actually need these things, all right, to actually establish and put on wax with their life and how to govern themselves when things come about for us, the jab and the the chip in everyday life. Sometimes everything goes out the window because they wasn't there. They wasn't paying attention. That's not the Lord's fault. That's your fault, man. That's not the head of your camp fault. That's not the brother that's on side you fault. That's your fault, man. All right. It's simply your fault. Go ahead, Art.
God, now could brother give me James 1:25 and keep going on.
I got a precept real quick.
God, now you break down. You got
All right, come on. It's Proverbs 6:4, going into what the elder was saying and what you were saying. It says, "Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids." That don't mean don't never go to sleep or take a nap, Jay. All right. You know what Jay gonna say, man? Say, brother, you so the Lord told me I can't take a nap. All right. It says, "Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler." Because the wicked is hunting our steps out here, man. Also, Yahushua is coming too. All right. He's coming to save and destroy. All right. So you got to deliver yourself as a roe. And a roe, and when he's escaped, a roe everywhere, like he's everywhere. All right, he's running, he's doing whatever he got to do to escape. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gathering her food in the harvest." Now I want to make a point because I think it was in it speak about where it says it's better to do something than to live thy life without a God. You could get that, Amawad, to live thy life without a God. Now, the important thing is you have a God. You have a manual. You have a way to get ready. You have the oil. You got the word. You have all this. So what is your excuse for not being ready when the bridegroom comes? All right, you got the attire. You got the ceremony, the way you need to walk, where you need to be. You got that. But an ant don't even have a God or overseer, though yet the ant provided his meat in the summer and gathered his food in the harvest, which we know what the harvest is, man. All right, spiritually. You got it, Amawad?
God. This is the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 20. I'm going to start at 30. "Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up, what profit is in them both? Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom. Necessary patience in seeking Yahweh, but Hashem Yahweh Shai is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide."
Right. So you need to have the patience to know how to work. What it say? Be patient and be still and work until the Lord come. What is this? The point. We have guides in our life. We got the scriptures. We got the word of the Lord. We got prophecies. We got guides. Ant don't have a guide and it's working, and that's an animal. That's why the Lord put that in here. All right, you have more sense than the animal or the creature or whatnot.
Insect.
The insect, Salakia, man. All right, you have more sense than them, but the insect is doing things more spiritual than you. Yeah. That's a crazy comparison, bro.
Yeah, then,
you gotta do it.
Then with the ant, when you put an obstacle in front of the ant, they still keep that same order and they find a new way to go around. Yep. They start to keep the same order the same way, man. Yeah. Like the brother said, they don't have no guide. You have a guide. You have apostles, you have camp leaders, you have bishops and different other guys and officers in the camp to guide you, and yet Jake don't want that way, man. Jake don't even think about remotely being guided, man. Shit crazy.
It says, "How long would thou sleep?" Go ahead, Salaki.
I'm about to say, backing you up, but that was a beautiful point y'all brothers made. Because the elder Kazaki, he was like banging that scripture up, but when he I think it's weeded. Yeah, when he either weeded or like or something like that. The ants, they make a platform, they go from here to they lay down straight flat when they know the brother about to weed eat or like do something in the yard or whatever, just showing the fact that they don't have no guide, but when they know something is coming that could potentially damage them, hurt them, blow them away, they get prepared for it, they get ready for it as a unit. what you Jakes don't have. You got it, Oxlack.
It's not as a beautiful point. It shows the order in which they work, though, yet they not guided with nothing. They don't have, we have orders, we have laws, statutes, and commandments, we have arrangements, we have a way for us. And a law like how y'all not prepared, but the insect is prepared, which is crazy. It says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yeah, how long you gonna slumber? How long you gonna be in the bottom of the sunken place, like me and the brother was talking about at the top? All right, earlier today, Jake at the bottom of the sunken place, and I hit the bottom and got a fucking hit on his head, man. Jake at the bottom of the sunken place, unconscious, because he didn't hit his head at the bottom of that bitch.
The dredges of obscurity.
Yeah, what we called it, the dregs of obscurity.
Yeah, the dregs.
Drake in the back of darkness, bro.
Yeah.
You got like, I don't want, kind of veer too far off. Jake at the back of darkness, bro. The dregs of darkness, man.
I had one. I'm trying to find it real fast. Get it.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 8:7. Like the brother was going into ants. All right, we can actually put other animals too, though. It says, yea, the stork in heaven knoweth its appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallows observe the times of their coming, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord. You know, and they got, Jake not even Jake on, like me and the brother Kazaki from Baton Rouge say, a lot of you Jakes be on Gullah Gullah Island some fucking well, man. With the fisherman hat, you got the coconut with the straw in it and every fucking thing, with the little shit and everything, man. Your fucking mind way out of space some goddamn well, man. You got the sandals on, the sandals, the shorts, the whole shit on, man.
With the little floaty around their neck,
Yeah, with the floaty around your neck and got the little flowers like you on a fucking vacation, man. Bug the fuck out, man. Oh, and you with the boo too. You with the boo. Face the fuck out somewhere. Got the dog with you, all that shit, man. Space the fuck out. But yet, all sorts of manner of dangers coming our fucking way, man. Why are you on Gullah Gullah Island, man? Because what the story of Gullah Gullah Island, niggas is on Gullah Gullah Island with no help, no relief, nobody coming that bitch, man. Just stuck out there, just started a whole nother life out there, man. Shit is crazy, man. The fuck is you thinking about? And see, we gotta. That's why you gotta keep pushing this. You gotta keep that fire in the Jake ass, man, because Jake lose their goddamn whole way, man. Hey, where you at? Yeah, I'm on Gullah Gullah Island now. When you coming back then? I don't know right now. I kind of like it. All right, brother. Shalom. Go ahead. None of your business. Some guys you can't save. Some guys, man. You can't save them from themselves, man. Gullah Island real, man. It's a lot of Jake on a vacation. Mentally, spiritually, physically, man. Jake gone, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. And then after Jake gets spit out and chewed up by Eve, that job, you gonna come crawling like meat wad off that fucking
Aqua Teen.
Yeah, man. They gonna be fucking. Hey man, you got some more? I ain't got nothing for you, man.
Not me, what?
Yeah, Jake did. Hey man, Jake done sprung all the worse than fucking BP around this bitch, man. And the truth, Jake got an all leak like a motherfucker, man. You want to hop your big ass on my back and get carried along, man. Something wrong with your ass, man. This shit ain't for the weak of heart, man. I'm in this thing the same way you is, man. No? You gotta be self-sufficient. You gotta be able to adapt. You gotta be able to think, man. Focus, move in this thing, man. Even in a battle, when your ass don't move and you're not watching the focus going on, you get hit with some shit, some hot shit, man. You gotta be able to move, think, react, focus, man. We're in a spiritual battle, man. You would get taken out. Satan. Hey, we read it in the last video, me and the brother. Satan is looking to sift your ass, man. He ain't playing. He is not playing. Satan and the underlings under Satan, those different demons, they're looking to take your ass out wherever it may be. Number one, going back to 07 when Apostle Tahar said, that goddamn woman. Number two, money, children, your mama. Those things are real. Those things will literally take you completely the fuck out the way fast. By the time you look back up, man, you back sleeping in the goddamn bed. You know, you back in the world basically, man. You know, like we said before, you back getting that shrimp po' boy with the pineapple big shot. Gone. Smoking goddamn cigarillos and humpback Campbells, man. Cigarettes. You back in the world. Brother seeing you all in Walmart, you looking like a fucking Mexican, man. With a basket full of shit. You know?
Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah.
Dirty Sanchez.
Buenos dias. Go ahead, huh? Buenos dias.
It says, then all of those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
Right. Give us of your oil according to what you believed in all these years, according to your God, according to your power, according to the prophecy that you said was going to come to pass. But now they slapping me,
man.
beating me up. Jake all bandaged up, got a hair wrap bandage, got one leg. He coming back, skipping towards you. Hey, man, what the Lord name was? Hey, you been in the truth 4 or 5 years and fell out, man. You coming back and asking what the Lord name is? It's bugness, man. What we gonna say on to them? Could a brother get that James 1:25 real quick before you go out? Before you James 1:25 real quick. Because you this truth is precious, man. And these breakdowns, this prophecy, all these things, you gotta store them up in you, man. You gotta really store these things up in you because the Most High is holding you accountable. The Most High is holding you accountable, man. You got it. You got it, James.
Oh man, they gotta get some meat on this. Shit. Hey, this got some meat, but this Proverbs 22 and 18. I'm gonna read 18 and read down. It says, the wicked shall be ransomed for the righteous, and the transgressors for the upright. It is better to dwell in the wilderness. All right, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. There is a treasure to be desired and a oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spending it up.
That's right. It said, I'd rather be in the wilderness than dwelling with a contentious woman, because the wilderness, you have all types of angry, that's lucky. You have all type of elements in the wilderness. You're not used to the land. You gotta really situate yourself and figure yourself out. So that's a challenge in itself. All right. Then to be with a contentious woman, man.
A lot of you Jakes, you would Rasputia her fucking self, man. All right. You really got yourself in some shit, man. To where, hey, man, it's only gonna take the grace of the Most High to get out of that shit, man. Hey, but like back in the day, before there was, the name of it was GMS Dallas. It was called Man Up Jacob. Jake, you better man the fuck up. If you only know what's happening, and you better man the fuck up out here, man. Especially, and you see the spirit, because even Apostle to Harden got on that yes, Jake being simple with the woman. Jake being a goddamn a simp, man. Weak for the goddamn woman, man. And that's the spirit that been going around, you know. Hey, man, you better, hey, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. Cause like I said, I get in the spirit, boy, and get the going, man.
You want the
That's
jam?
it.
Jake falling by Jake, like they say in BR, Jake is crashing out, man. He's a crash test dummy for the things of the world. You got it, Doc.
Yeah, Jake crashing out, Jake being plexical birds, all type of shit, man. And Jake losing their motherfucking mind out here,
Hey,
man.
let me bring this out, Doc. This the word simping. All right, this on Urban Dictionary. It says,
Oh shit, here we go.
it got some meat on it. It says, when you in simping is when you infatuate over women, allowing them to take over your mind and cause you to do things for them that you wouldn't normally do.
You should right there. Somebody need to put that Metal Gear Solid thing that you know that song, you know that shit, man. You need to put
That
that right
exclamation mark.
there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Every time one of the soldiers found Snake, and they go, dun! They got that out there, man. You need to put that right there, and right when you finish that motherfucker, man.
Snake.
Let me see if I can find it. Need that. Hey, Jake, need that shit. One of you better get it to me before I do. Whoo.
It says simping. Synonyms of simping are pathetic, low level, sucker idolizing.
What?
Sucker idolizing.
There
I
you
got
go.
it.
Every time you read one of them motherfuckers, hit that bitch. God.
Who is that? Something over there? Who is that? What is that? Did you hear that? What was that noise?
That should be going off in your motherfucking mind every time you doing some suspect shit. It goes off in Jake's mind though, man. But Jake knows the shit.
Jake try to hide under that cardboard box, but hey, the word's gonna, like them guards, gonna pick the box over.
Go ahead, keep reading. The brother gonna hit it. Oh man. Shit. Got some more in that? They know they got some meat on that shit. I know.
But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
Yeah, lest there be not enough for us and you, man. We labored all this time and we took appreciation to the high holy days. We kept the laws to the best of our ability. We took this thing seriously, man. And we put off the world for the word. And when you was doing the exact opposite, now you want to come and get our gifts. You want to present yourself to the altar. The Most High says what? Depart from me, I have not known you, man. Because to know somebody is what? Have a relationship with them. Be familiar with them. Know their patterns, know their likeness, know the things they like and dislike, know how they move and how they operate, man. We're not seeing that from Jake. Jake will come around after multiple years of being on the other side and finally get over, and then Jake will just start wilding out in a whirlwind, man. It's supposed to be the exact opposite. When you come across the border, when you come to the other side, you're supposed to have foot on the gas, man. No brakes at all. Jake is doing the exact opposite. What is wrong with Jake, man? And we see it time after time after time, man. The same things are going on in Jake's mind. Same simple-mindedness, man. Being simple.
Hey, Jake was speeding with no limitations when they was on the outside of this thing, because they didn't know how to, actually drive. Jake actually get his driver's license, all right, and then he on the interstate doing 30 when he's supposed to be doing 60. Jake get in it.
Fucked up.
Hey, that's a killer one, bro. That's a killer one.
You got it out. Jake underdriving now. He got Jake that actually got a driver's license and said, you know what? I'm gonna do 20, 30 miles less than the speed limit. Jay, it's just, Jay crazy motherfucker, man. You gotta do, bro.
Man, bro.
Drew.
Yeah. You got the James 1 and 23 out? Oh, you was done with that, Kaya?
Well, I could read this till times get better, and times ain't getting better. But I get, read the James 1 and 25 for him. I mean, the point, man. I mean, I could read one more. I mean, I could, this is gonna be forever. Got to come to the end somewhere. It's on you though.
I got the James 1 and 25.
Started 23, Baba Kashad.
Okay. This is James 1 and
22,
22.
huh?
22. Like,
Okay. This is James 1 and 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
right, because if you're only hearing this word and not doing it, you're a fool. What man just stores something up in himself and not act it out? We're supposed to hear this word, and this word comes into us and it changes us, man. Feet on the ground, like Jake say, foot running, man. You hear this word, you do the works, present your body as a living sacrifice, and you act it out. You don't come into this truth and just expect to go start backpedaling, man. God, Jake, wow. You don't come into this truth and expect to start backpedaling, man. You gotta put the foot on the gas, man. Ex brothers wearing out the doorstep, man. Because we have a whole stronghold set up, man. Any breakdown you need, any questions you need answered, we have brothers, we have elders on our account that can answer it, man. From the apostles on down to the least of it, man. Churches.
Yes.
So what more do you need, Jake? You're deceiving yourself by hearing and not doing. You gotta apply both. What is faith without works? You got it, Doc. So like,
We're inexcusable. We in an inexcusable body, man. This is Jake.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm just agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we in the inexcusable body. Like
Apostle Gabar called it an excuse-free ministry.
yeah, it's an excuse-free ministry or anti-excuse. Whatever route you want to take, man. It's just like, just show up, Jake. You know what I'm saying? Just show up. But Jake, I guess Jake ain't get that memo. Or Jake got that memo for a couple years and then said, you know what? I don't remember the memo, man. Jake is getting Alzheimer's in the truth. Jake is like Benjamin Button, man. Jake is growing backwards. You got it out.
Damn.
That's the truth.
hey, you right, bro. Because Benjamin Button, how he started out? He started out with.
Nigga started off old and got young.
It went young.
Yeah.
And then died.
Yes, that's some stupid shit.
Damn, man. That shows you the power of Yahweh Shemiah. That's a scary thing, man. We may be laughing on here, but we laughing amongst each other. But that's the seriousness of the Lord, man. The Lord will bring you in this truth for multiple years, and you'll be thinking like, man, all right, well, how long you been in? Well, I've been seeing you a long time amongst them brothers. I'm coming to you for advice. Now you becoming a person of brothers seeking, you know what I'm saying? You becoming a pillar. The Lord is building you up and growing you up gradually, all right? But you steady, you're on a base level now, you becoming a novice. You asking for what's free will again, man? Come on, man. Certain breakdowns and things like that, man. The Lord would do that to you, man. That's a scary thing. The scriptures tell you, give me not, I think it's like, give me not madness of heart, madness of the mind, man. You going back into your mind, man. That's a scary thing.
Yeah,
I got the
you don't even notice that you falling away. Everybody else see that you falling away, but yourself, man. Then you get them emoji eyes. Everybody got them fucking emoji eyes on you. Just it's on you right here. Just sitting there looking at you, man. You know something wrong. And then I'm gonna say that you go through this, like certain young brothers. You see them come in. They should have all the questions in the world to ask questions about this precept, about this point of history. Jacob do a whole 2-year bid and don't ask no questions, man. You know, and in this thing, you know, coming up early on, man, we was in depth. You know, we walked the doorsteps of the apostles, man. You know, asking questions, and not only just asking questions, but go and study to look for it first, then come and ask the question. Hey, I was looking for this on this particular subject, I couldn't find it. Could you help me out? Then they're like, oh yeah, I can help you out, and it helped us grow and build up, man. Jake, you see some Jake don't ask no questions from the time they in the truth and to beyond, man. You can't be that learned, man. You can't be doing that much studying now. You know? But it's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. Sometimes Jake just seem as if they're paying attention and really not paying attention to nothing, man. Until you put things on Front Street, until you get in front, until you bring it out, and somebody asks you a question, then the Jeopardy music come on, man. Now you like this. You looking left and right. Hey, bro, I need some help. But you know, brothers are willing to help too, man. But you got to get to the point where those factors of pride and different things like that ain't coming into play, man. But we in this thing together. All right, go ahead, Al.
Yeah.
This is verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Straightway forget what manner of man he was, man. And just to back that up, Jake, if you dealing with somebody, if you're not subscribed, every video that goes out across the four corners, brothers in the name of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, we say double honors to the apostles of great millstone, peace and blessings to all the Akim. If you're not subscribed to the elders, if you're not subscribed to the brothers of your local area, man, what are you doing? You gotta tell Jake, hey, bro, we about to run a live video. You mind seeing if everything is good with the audio and everything on the camp page? Oh, my bad. What's the name of the camp page? 2-3 years, bro.
Oh,
You've been around for 2-3 years, baby.
Something wrong.
Jason with the name.
Yeah,
If you don't watch it,
we don't know your own camp page, something wrong. When you don't know the apostles page, something wrong, man.
That's madness. What are you doing?
when you don't watch your own videos in your own house, man. You know, your own camp. You don't watch the videos. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. You on Gullah Island, man. Let me get that song, man. Let me get that, man. Jake needs. Well, I ain't gonna get a copyright. Lord, what I ain't gonna put it on.
When a video is done about you and you don't see the video, it's like you gone, bro.
Hey,
Island.
The spirit not dealing with that, man. Because the spirit leads us to look at different videos and videos that pop up when we go into it, man. The video, brothers been going in. Brothers been going in on the topic for about an hour and a half, multiple times. You didn't see the live lesson, bro? Hey, my bad.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get to it.
Hey, it's the third page or the second one.
You don't even know the second one deleted. You don't even know.
Bro, another thing with Jake too, bro, Jake don't be that busy like that. Like
Come on,
Jake
right
will play as if he's so busy. Like I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
bright sunny weather. Let's all go to
That's Jake. That's
Jake
Jake.
through.
Come to let's sing together. Jake be on Gullah Gullah Island, man. Open toe, like I say, full blown gone, man. Hey man, something wrong when you don't know your own camp page, man.
Yeah.
Something very wrong, man. Something wrong, man.
Or Jake come up to you and be like, "Hey, man, bro, this shit crazy out here, bro. I think that jab, I think it kind of got something to do with that Revelation 13, bro. You seen that shit, bro? Like, you been around how many? Have you been listening to the live lessons, bro? Where have you been, Jake? Jake is there, but he's not there, man. He's embodied, but his mind is on Gilligan's Island, man.
Meshes, like your boy used to say back in the day, meshes.
Where is it?
Diamonds, jewels, rubies, all type of information to help build you up, to help guide you in this thing. Jake don't catch nothing, man. Jake don't catch a goddamn thing. You asked Jake what happened a second ago. I don't know. I don't. You don't remember shit. You better pay. Hey man, you would want to pay attention, man. And we're not doing this for our help. You know, we're not doing this for our help, man. We're not here on the highways and byways sacrificing our lives. You know, and we say that in the beginning, the intro of the video, and that's what's really going on. So, those of you who really it's adamant and serious, you know, you would want to pay attention, man. You know, brothers be dropping all type of things they know from the world, life and death information, and that shit going one after the other, man. You know, half the fucking time, Jake don't know what's going on in their own city. Jake don't know what type of regulations. Jake don't know if a fucking storm coming. Nothing, man. Jake just, like we said tonight, on Gullah Gullah Island, man. Go ahead, like I said, I go all day, man.
You got some more on that, right?
Kind. Verse 25. Well, this is verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed.
That's right. Not a forgetful hearer, because if the word goes out, breakdowns go out, messages go out, articles go out, and you forgetting the things that happened, you damn sure not acting on them. Brothers telling you, hey, this storm finna hit. Hey, look, we damn near close to them implement martial law. And you not storing up yourself and getting prepared for that, you gonna forget what the hell happened. And you damn sure not gonna act on it to prepare yourself.
Nah. You in the back corner pocket of the spirit world, sleep. Way back there on the other side over there. You just gone. I'm talking about way back there. Something wrong, man. Jake better bring up the communication, man. You will want to communicate. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Y'all brothers have anything?
Yeah, just one more on this Ephesians. Going back to Ephesians 5 and 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
That's right. Understanding what the will of the Lord is, man. And the will of the Lord ultimately is to destroy Babylon, to raise up the elect, which he's doing, beam us out of here, make us kings, priests, judges of the earth, rule over these heathens, all right? For ultimately, now we say ultimately for all Israel to be saved, all right? But first got to come destruction of 2/3 of Israel. And that's what the will of the Lord is, man, upon many other things, all right? But if you don't understand what the will of the Lord is, if you don't understand that the Lord is going to destroy this place and deliver us, man, you damn sure not going to be focused on that end goal. You got to be focused on the end goal, man. Jake's stumbling over small little things that you would think Jake would have a grasp of in these times, or want to get a grasp of these things and take them serious. But the fact that Jake is falling and stumbling to small little things shows that Jake is not even worried about the kingdom, man. Jake is worried about how he can fulfill his enterprise in this society, man.
Fill his belly.
Yeah, like the brother say, the brother Kabar, man, I'll be burnt up with him. Either you want to get beamed up or burnt up. What do you want, Jake?
God. Oh, that is the horn on that one.
God, like anybody had anything else?
Yeah, I got one.
You got it out.
Shit, I got some meat in this thing. I'm gonna read down, bro. Because the point is in 15, but it got some meat in it. All right, this is Second Thessalonians or Second Timothy 3 and 12. It says, "Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua Mashiach shall suffer persecution, but evil men, seducers, shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which is able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Yahushua Mashiach." All right, because at the end of the day it says this 16, because all scriptures is given by the inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine and for reproof and for correction, for instructions in righteousness, man. You got it out.
That's right out. Said, we continue in those things which thou hast learned. And it says, the scriptures are able to make us wise, man. So we know at the end of the day what our wisdom comes from. We know what our book says. And we're going to stand on that to the end because we know what's to come of this place. Romans 3:3. What if some don't believe? Should I make the
Faith
these
of
prophecies
the Most High without effect? God forbid.
without effect? Lord forbid, man. So the same thing goes for you heathen and you non-believers, you 2/3, man. What if you don't believe? What if you fall out, Jake? What if you give up to the wiles of Eve and Esau, man? Should that make not the prophecies be come to pass? No, man. This thing is still gonna keep rolling. America's still gonna be destroyed.
Not at all. Not at all, baby.
The elect is still gonna be delivered out of this place. Yahushua is still gonna try in the wine press alone. All right. Esau is still gonna try to fight against the Lord and his angels and be defeated. And we still gonna be delivered. Operat is our will of those men. We got more.
No, that was it.
Yeah, well, with that, all right. Lord willing, this message was edifying. We're gonna give infinite honors and glories to
Yahweh.
double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, who rule well, teach well, and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners in this last 6 of town. Bob, Kwame Yashala,
Kwame Yashala.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.